Greetings, greetings. Greetings. Yeah, I'm up here. Greetings, greetings. This is my son, Goddess. Trying to find a picture. Mm. For you lovely people. Greetings. This is my son, Goddess. Anyway. Mm. Greetings. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings. I am too close to this camera. Greetings. It's all we are near the reset. We are close to the reset. Greetings. We are close to the reset. And this shit was all a scam in the first place. It was all an illusion. We just, I'm talking about they playing some good music too. This was all a scam. Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is my son Goddess 777. What's up? Anyway, how y'all doing today? Greetings, greetings. Come on in. Yeah, it's time to just ride a wave, man. Because this was all a scam anyway. It was all a scam. It was all an illusion. This shit is not real. It feel real, but this shit ain't real, man. It's time to let this shit go. It's time to just like, when I say let go, I'm not saying just sit somewhere and give up. I'm saying like go within, and that's your way out by working on yourself. Cause don't really be affected by what's going on. Cause every empire must fall, and this empire, it wasn't that great anyway. Yeah, they put it in the history books and that everything was all amazing, but it's not a pretty story. And we seeing that now because the veil is thin and everything is being revealed. So the best thing you can do and the only thing you can trust is going within you and working on you. Working on your soul, working on your heart. You know, we have as humans, if you know I'm talking to any humans out there, we have a lot coming at us now. Cause this is the end game. And it's not an end game like what you think, because what they told us death was, it's not that. It's really not like that. It's like getting in one car, like you getting in a car and you changing vehicles, really is what it's like. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not what you think. A lot of people, they not really gonna die. They just gonna be in another form. Cause you know this You know, with the reset, you know what I'm saying? This is an illusionary dimension anyway. And you really don't want to be, you don't want to be here in this, what they got coming, like here. Like, you really don't want to be with the machines and um, the transhumanism bullshit, and you know how they gonna have these people like where they gotta, you know, live in smart cities. It's gonna be a mess. With this is not. I mean, this empire wasn't that great, if you ask me. Anyway, like this been some bullshit. This been some bullshit, really. Like, and the unfair thing about this dimension is, you got people that's. What happens is every so often this place resets. So when it resets, you got people that has been here so long, they remember and they know, you know, they know what to do. Like they come back out, it's like, you're gonna be the president, you're gonna be over this country, you're gonna run this, and we're gonna play this game with this group this time. Because you know, the people that's gonna be reborn back into this matrix, they're not gonna know what's going on. Like we didn't remember, you know, like when we were born in those hospitals, you know how they took pictures of us. Well, not well, I call it a picture, but when the light shone upon us, we forgot. That's why they have us born in these hospitals and stuff, and these bright lights, because it's really, because when I study psychology, they call it infantile amnesia. Really, they make you forget so that they can have like 100 steps of the game, because this stuff is already pre-planned. So who's ever gonna be reborn back into this? They got to go through the same stuff, but it's gonna be different this time because it's gonna be more machines. Like the AI is, I believe that's what they trying to bring down with this war. Like Fleur Burns said, I believe that too, because it's not happening for the humans. It's not coming from the sky. We going into the water. The ones that are able to descend from this, you know, this lower vibrate. This is like a terrible realm to be in, because you see, like they eat children. They like eat humans. These motherfuckers eat people. They like eating. Not if they not eating humans. This is not for kids. This is my son Goddess 777. This is definitely not for children. You know what I'm saying? Unless some parents is like allowing their kids to listen to this, because I'm just talking about some real stuff. These people in this dimension, and I've been knowing this. I've always knew this, and it's hard to know this stuff as a kid. These people in this realm, they eat humans, they eat babies, they eat people. They put that shit in your food to make you be a part of cannibalism. They do it in their religious rituals and all of that. This is not this dimension here. You don't want to be in this dimension. You don't want to see what they got coming, because it's not good for human, or human beings. So be glad like that you were different. Be glad that you didn't fit into this shit. Be glad that you wasn't one of the ones that was, when you signed that contract, that you didn't decide to be like one of the OGs evildoers, because these people, they been here. They know what they doing. Even the ones that are in our families, like we have the people mixed into our bloodline. We have these people mixed into our families too. That's why you wonder, like, why is it that, like I'm the black sheep, or you got certain people, they agree with all this evil in these families and they hide stuff, and it's just so treacherous sometimes what you go through. And these people be religious people. Those are the worst ones. The ones that say they love God, I've seen it with my own eyes. Those be the most terrible people. And people are fooled because they're like, oh, they're so nice in the community. Oh, they treat everybody so right. They're such a nice person. When those people go home, those be the worst type of people. They don't treat their children right. They don't treat their close family members right. And a lot of times, these are those people that, these are the same people, even though they might not have the money and they might not have the power that those politicians have, but they put these people in the little areas and stuff like that in the regular societies to torture torture the ones that, the regular middle class, lower class people. They're in our churches, they're in the homes, they're in the schools and all that to get to the little groups of people that the politicians can't reach and put their hands on. So it's not that they don't know what they're doing. They do this stuff on purpose because I've been observing this. I've been observing this since I was a child. And I've seen where like they really do harm children, and the laws that they have in place, if you do something to protect, like even like trying to protect children and stuff like that, the people in the churches, the people in the society, they look at you as being a bad person for trying to protect children from being like harmed. I'm telling you. Cause I've been doing this shit. It ain't nothing new. Like when I was a child, I was protecting my friends and some of my family members from those types of people, and I was always looked at as the bad person for doing that. So, like, this is not a good dimension. Like everybody's like, "Oh, this is heaven." Yeah, you can do a little. You can do a little something by having a mindset to make this a heaven on earth. But really, in general, these are some diabolical motherfuckers in this dimension that you don't want to be. These motherfuckers, like I was doing a job a few years ago where I was testing how bad the water was in the area I was in. And the water level in all of the United States, this is some of the most PFAS or forever chemicals diluted water in the United States. The area that I was like testing the water in, the water is so bad until the people don't understand like why are the water is the water has so many PFAS chemicals in it until the people act like they possess. Not all the people. The only people that act normal is the people that live closer to the ocean water, like near the ocean. I noticed that the ones that live near the coast and live near the saltwater ocean, Atlantic Ocean, those are some of the nicest people. Even even the other races, like the white people, are nice. But the ones that live inland in that area that's like really contaminated with the PFAS forever chemicals, those groups are horrible people. Like they really are really terrible people, like really bad people. The ones that live near the salt water, that's true what Flaburn was saying. The ones that live near the water, they're some of the nicest people you ever want to meet. And those are the even the white people and stuff, the brown people, whatever, all the different, they're really, I noticed they have a really nicer disposition. And when I went to the state, Texas, this man was telling me, he said when he was working down there, he said that he was dating this lady and he was doing like some construction, and he know that the water was polluted. They were still polluting the water after the levels of PFAS chemicals was found out to be the highest in the United States. This guy was telling me that he was working down there with an electrical company, and they were still polluting the water. That's how crazy they are. So I'm like, I didn't know that, but he said that's why the people act that way in that area, because of all the states in the U.S., that's one of the highly most contaminated PFAS pollution areas. And when I looked it up, he was right. So, I don't know if it's the water, or I don't know if it's, but I'm just saying, like, this is not, this dimension it's over. It's a wrap. It's no matter what they do, they can pretend to be the real people or whatever they trying to do. I don't want to be them people any goddamn way, because I'm not no one of them, because I don't believe in the stuff that, I don't believe in going into people's countries. I don't believe that the God that I serve, and I don't serve nobody because I am a deity. It's all within me. I know there is a creator, but I'm not giving my energy to no outside source or nothing like a burning bush and all. I don't know, because you never know. Like, you can't just like, if something is telling you to go and take people land and to kill children and great women, and that you the chosen one, and you better than other people, and you can do all this type of bloodshed and debauchery, and you just love seeing people murdered and tortured, that ain't no good God, honey. I'm here to tell you, and telling you to sacrifice children and to sacrifice your child and all this kind of stuff. That's not no good God right there. I don't give a damn. So I don't know what these people thinking and what they been told, but it's not even right to be doing rituals, cannibalistic rituals of somebody being sacrificed on a cross and you drinking the blood. And that's cannibalism too. That's a cannibalistic ritual. So I don't give a damn what I've been raised on and what somebody done told me that was right. I'm going to seek the truth within for myself. That's what I had to do. Because I was raised, like, in church. Like, I was raised in Pentecostal holiness. Matter of fact, to the point of basically being like a minister of music. And then didn't they say that the Lucifer was a... So, I mean, it's just a lot where I had to study. I studied all the religions. And what I came to find out from studying all the religions, honestly, you better go within you. Because basically all religions are telling you to get, it's nothing wrong with having a something that you love, or greetings, hello, how you doing, Olivia. So there's nothing wrong with saying I love this one, I love that one. But when it gets to the point where we want to harm other people, and you got to take children out and innocent people, innocent blood shed because of your religion, it's going too far. Because it's, at the end of the day, after you serving this particular God, you got to know who you are within too. Before when you was born, you got to know who you are from within yourself. Because when you get too fanatical about a religion, it's something wrong there. It's something wrong with you. You need some help. Yeah, you really need some help. Yeah, you really need some help if you're to the point where you feel like it's okay to take out innocent people and take their land and tell them they gotta go. I mean, imagine you sitting in your. Now it's different if you. Now if it's different if you don't took somebody. Well, if you own some stolen land, it's I don't know how that's gonna work out. 'Cause all this land in this world basically been stolen land or whatever. But I'm just saying, imagine you living in your house and you on your property, and you probably own some stolen land anyway. But imagine somebody come telling you, you done pay for your shit, you done pay your taxes up, you done pay your mortgage up or whatever. Some people even pay cash for their houses, they just gotta pay taxes. Imagine somebody come telling you they're gonna take your car, they're gonna take your house, and you gotta get off your property because God told them that it's theirs. What? They say, listen, you either got to get out of your house, you got to give me your car. Matter of fact, man, leave your wife and your kids here too, because God told me that they going to be my slaves and stuff. How would you feel if somebody came to your house and told you they going to take all your stuff, your money, your car, your family, because God told them to do it, and they the chosen people? I know I'm going to fight. I know I'm fighting. I'm fighting to the death. I mean, I'm not laying down. That's what, and you know these people didn't either. You know damn well if somebody come right now, I'm gonna come knock on your door, and I'm gonna tell you, listen, I need for you to get out of your house right now, and I need for you to just leave your car and walk away from all your property. Matter of fact, leave your wife, your husband, your kids, because I am the chosen one. And God told me that this my shit. And you either got to get out or lay down. What you going to do? What I want to know, what are you going to do? If somebody came to you right now and told you that God told them that your stuff was theirs, you ain't going to just be like, okay, well, if your God said it, You're not gonna be like, okay, if your God said it, then that mean that I gotta give all my stuff to you then. You can have my wife, you can have my kids, you can have my house, you can have my car. Just make sure you feed it all. I mean, really? Nobody's doing that shit. That shit don't even sound right. And you know, it's something wrong with us for following some shit like that if we ever did. Like we really gotta think about it. Like, where they do that at? Ain't nobody in their right mind doing no stuff like that. I had to get me something to drink. Now I'm eating some seaweed. So, that's crazy. What you think about that? Then they got soldiers. Hey, Olivia, where you at? What city you in? I've been eating seaweed for a long time. I love me some seaweed now. But it's dry. Mm-hmm. It's this kind. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway. I was trying to show it. But anyway. Definitely need some water. Should I do ginger water or lemon water? I made some ginger ale and didn't even get no sparkling water. I made some homemade ginger ale. All you gotta do is just steam some ginger. I've been doing that for a long time too. I steam some ginger and put a little lemon in there and just a little honey or sugar and some sparkling water. I left my water thing upstairs. I'll just use a glass. Yeah. So even the soldiers are backing out, and that's good. You know people are waking up. The soldiers don't want to go fight, and I don't blame them. Hell, I would fall off something and break my leg before I go over there and fuck with being a sacrifice for Satan Yahoo. Hell no. Who wants to sacrifice their life for a place that don't even like these? They don't even like us over here. They're trying to shut us down in this country anyways. They don't like us, and we supposed to go, our soldiers supposed to go over there and be a blood sacrifice. Please. I would fall off something or anything. Fuck that. Get a medical discharge, something. And did y'all see? Did y'all see that did y'all see that lady and husband that's lost their son over there a few days ago in over there fighting Iran for the US? She was like, yay! Trump called him. She's like, he was like, I'm glad that y'all are handling, your son is looking down on you for how y'all are handling this losing your son, and he served his country. How Trump said, excuse me, and he lost his life. He went out. Trump was talking to the mom and dad of a soldier that lost his life a few days ago. Oh, they was like, Oh, Mr. Trump, we so happy to talk to you. Oh, Mr. Trump. Then he said, you'll be coming to the White House. The wife in the background, yeah, yeah, we going to the. And you saw those other people that was in Columbus that lost their son. They wasn't doing all of that. They was like, we proud of him or whatever, but they weren't doing all that, jumping up and down like they are, like they happy that like they're happy that their son passed away and they get to go to the. Who give a damn about going to the White House and you done lost your child that you done carried in your womb, done busted open your damn uterus and all that, carrying that baby for 9 months for them to go over there and boom bam go be a blood sacrifice. I don't give a damn about going to no. Listen, I done told my it's boy, some of these people be having these kids for just to be a sacrifice anyway. You think these people don't know what they doing? They know what they doing with these kids. What's up, G? What's up? You think your parents don't know what they doing? Honey, I would tell y'all something. I don't even think y'all ready for it yet. And y'all probably won't even believe me. These people will come to you. They'll come to you sometimes. It depends. They'll come to you about your damn wife, your husband, your mama, your daddy, your kids. They'll be like, do you... You know, it depends on what people doing. See, people be moving funny. They don't realize sometimes that they be messing with a chosen one. And I ain't talking about I'm chosen because I'm the Hebrew Israelites and all that kind of shit. I was trying to study that too, but honey, I'm not about to be cutting my lights off on Fridays. Like today is Friday. When you into that religion, you got to cut your lights off at 4 o'clock and you can't go outside. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all done studied that and you try to follow the customs of the small heads, you gotta cut your lights out a certain time on Fridays and you can't go outside and all this stuff. It's the Sabbath, is the Sunday is Saturday and all that stuff. I done studied a lot of the religions and stuff. But I'm not gonna think I'm chosen where I can go take people land. I'm not lighting up. Yeah, it's cool. No, I'm not going to go thinking I'm chosen where I can go take people lands and I'm going to get up here and agree with people taking out innocent children. No, I'm light. I'm light as a feather. I'm light as a feather. But I'm serious. It's over. We in the end game. I'm light. I don't let a lot of stuff go. You damn right. I'm going with the flow. And I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep right on working on me. Keep right on lightening it up. That's right. I'm going to put that up here. I'm definitely gonna lighten up. That's right. And I'm light as a feather. I'm gonna lighten up even more and let stuff go. And go within, keep working on healing. And keep working on my heart chakra. And keep working on releasing this trauma. And loving that little girl, the traumatized little girl. And healing myself and healing my womb, y'all. And the men got a womb too. Your prostrate is a dysfunctional womb. You need to be working on that too. Because a lot of these men, they are more sensitive than we are as women. When it comes to childhood trauma. When it comes to being hurt and stuff like that. A lot of times we were around women. We were around the women and stuff like that nurtured us, whether it be our grandmothers, our aunties, our older sisters, our mothers, our biological mothers or whatever. Because, a lot of times, even if your parents were married, the mother is around the children a little more sometimes. In some situations with our new dads, they be stay-at-home dads and the woman be working. But, in the millennials and the Generation X's, it was a lot of times that the children was with the mother. So a lot of times the mother had a lot of issues and stuff that they were dealing with, and the child might not have gotten what they needed from the mother. And that trauma is still with a lot of us, even as we get older, like in the 20s and the teens and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. We got some people that's like 60 and 70 now that still haven't even healed from trauma, and they got grandkids and stuff, and they still messed up in the game from trauma. Hello. How you doing? Team Lorenzo Ultra. Okay. How y'all doing? I'm glad that y'all are joining the live. But yeah, we have to heal from trauma and we have to work on it. We gotta, cause if we wanna descend, cause ain't nothing good coming up out in that damn sky too much. They gonna fool us with a rapture and all that stuff, but the only thing probably gonna come out of that damn sky is they damn AI that they think is their messiah. So we gotta go down in the water. You remember that song, Take It in the Water? What's that go-go song? That DC go-go music. We gonna go in the water. Damn right. So it ain't nothing good coming up out of that sky. That ain't nothing but a hologram. Yeah, I study the stars in my chart and all this and that, but I know that's like and I say as above, so below. I know that's not really real. What's up there like that? Like talking about it. So yeah. I mean, y'all do know that, right? Like that's an illusion. This is an illusion. This is the end game. It's time to go within. Let this shit go. I ain't saying just sit on your couch and wait for doomsday, but keep on working on yourself. Working on letting go. Working on healing the trauma and becoming light as a feather. That's your way out. Is going within. You know, taking your sea salt baths. If you can't stand salt water, I don't know. Something going on. Either you, like old girl said, Flu Burn, you might be because I noticed when I was working in the medical field, the people that had a lot of like Alzheimer's and mental stuff going on, they were scared of water. They did not want to take showers and nothing to do with water. So you want to try to see if you can get in some salt water or try to be okay. That's cool. Try to get in salt water, sea salt water, or if you can't stomach that, I know I gave somebody a sea salt bath and they were screaming. They too big. It was a kid, but it was like not a baby, but I had a system, and it was like I was like, what's wrong with you? You possessed? They had a fit with that sea salt. Yeah, I'll do that. I help a child get a sea salt bath right there. If it's one of mine, and I got permission from the parents. I'm not just gonna do that to nobody child, but if I got permission from the parent, I will assist them in a sea salt bath. Yes, I will. Sure will. Because it helps. It helps to cleanse you. It helps to cleanse you of those entities and stuff like that. Even the parasites, like somebody was saying, the lady Fleur Burn was saying, those parasites are like demons. I mean, when I say demons, I'm not even talking about the sense of the biblical thing of demonize. They demonize everything in those religious books and stuff. Those religions demonize. But I'm talking about like the entities that attach. The lower vibration entities that can attach to you from food, from you having relations with people that may be low vibrational, and even other things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Somebody deleting a lot of what you trying to say? Go on, speak your piece. You ain't got to delete that. We can name the poor. We can keep it real up here. Yeah, you don't have to delete anything. What you got to say? So yeah, this is the end game. It's time to keep going within. They lied about it. They done scammed us too long, and I'm tired of it anyway. I'm tired. And what they told us death was, that's not really what it is. It's like getting in one car, getting out. Unless you are not a real human now. That's why they fighting, because unless they can get in them machines and transhumanism, it's the end for them. And your skin color don't necessarily mean that You know what I'm saying? You ain't a real person because we don't. That ain't all true about that. Now some of these people. Now we know the original people were black. Well, that ain't no such thing. They were brown, dark people that they could call the so-called black. But we know indigenous to the Americas. But it's it was also people that was black that was passing for white because we know white is not even a thing that exists. That's a thing that they created, if you know, in the 1600s to divide the people because we had some people that were actually melanated people, but they was very fair complexion people and they were passing for the so-called title of white, which it don't exist. Black and white does not exist as far as a human color or whatever. That was just made up by them. Somebody keep just deleting their stuff. Okay. I guess they don't. I guess they don't want to say what they gotta say. But anyway, so yeah. If you're a real human, then you not gonna you gonna last forever. You that soul spark. You don't die. You multiply. You just change forms. And another person that said that they've been prophesying for a few years is that man that everybody think is crazy, but he makes sense. His name is Rudolph the Tall White Alien. He was saying that people that's melanated, even if the nuclear stuff happen, they just gonna change forms. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna freaking die. That's why I don't fucking worry about them threatening and see if they can get you to be in fear. If they can get you to be in fear, they can get you to create the realities that they want you to create, like the upside down and everything is flipped around. If they can get you to fear the water, because that's where, like Fleur Burn was saying, you know, I am not. I don't stay away from the water. They can sit there and talk about the water spirits all they want to. I ain't never been afraid to go in the water. I was just at like when I lived where I was from, I was at the ocean all the time because I wasn't that far from it. I'm a little farther from it now and I still get to it. If I can't get to the ocean like I want, I'm going to take me a sea salt bath and stuff because you'd be surprised what a sea salt bath, just with a little bit of water and some sea salt in a bowl or a jar or whatever, and you just, stir it around after you take a pure bath, clean yourself and just sprinkle yourself with that and let it dry. Even if you don't have any incense, just doing that, you'd be surprised at how refreshed you feel, how rejuvenated you feel by just doing a sea salt like a bath. You don't gotta sit in it. You can do it in the shower. Like take a shower, get clean, and then after you clean, then you just put the sea salt on you and let it, sea salt water, and let it air dry. You don't wipe yourself off, but you saturate every part of your body with the sea salt. It's not, people make these rituals seem like it's a lot to do. You can do it from the shower. You don't have to sit down in the tub to do a sea salt like bath with, rinsing yourself with sea salt. It's ways to include your stuff into your everyday life, even if you're busy, taking time out to ground and stuff like that. You got a ritual. I realize that now it's time for me to get more massages. I was doing all the, doing the qigong where I'm beating on my body, and then I realized, well, it's time for restoration, because I've been doing a lot of healing work and stuff like that, and a lot of energy moving through my body too. And I was like, okay, it's time to restore and massage and things like that. You got to know your body, and you got to know, because energy get trapped in your body and stuff too. And we have a lot of trauma, so it's a lot moving it through the body. And these symptoms that we have in these ascension or descension, because hell ain't below. That's heaven. They said that's heaven below. Hell might be in the sky. But anyway, so these ascension symptoms or descension symptoms going below, and I ain't trying to go up. I'm trying to go in the water. But anyway, even them turning up the frequency because they know it's the end game. They hitting us with all these frequencies, and they trying to hit us with this stuff through these cell phones and our devices, and even in the air through these data centers and all this stuff they got coming at us. We really gotta go within and really, 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 hold on and really know that who we are, so we can fight with the spiritual weapons. And when I say the spiritual weapons, I'm talking about standing in truth, speaking your truth. Even if you don't have a platform, just standing on truth, speaking your truth, knowing yourself, speaking what you want is power, not what they put into you to fear. You know, I seen people, they say, "Oh God, they're I'm scared of them. They're really powerful now." Oh, they done lost the battle and the war. They just don't know when to stop, when to go sit the fuck down. That's what it is. So it's no need, and they fear you. Cause you got the power by how you think, cause your thoughts, how you speak, and what you do, your actions and stuff like that. It's really about your thoughts and your words. Mm. Somebody recently said something to me. They said, "Oh, I'm joking." I said, "You don't joke like that. You know, you don't joke that way. It's not a joke to say something and then say it's a joke when it's going out into the, you gotta know universal. A lot of our people don't know universal laws. People need to learn the universal laws and stuff like that. Understanding how the universe works and stuff, you know. Like nobody can harm you. It's what you put out there. It's just that coming back to you. Just the things you put out, the thoughts and the words and the energy that you put out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's, and you can't choose. Like people do stuff to you and it's wrong and it's unfair. But you gotta choose how you react. Now you don't gotta lay down and just turn the other cheek. I don't believe in that turn the other cheek bullshit. But I believe in handling the stuff where I benefit, where it's not destructive to me, where I'm not acting off emotions. I learned to control my emotions and try to, you know, think of the best outcome for myself to prosper in a situation. You know, it was time past when I was a teenager, I would lose. People are always testing you to try to get you. And even these old people that love the Lord, but they, you know, testing you to see if they could cause you to lose your cool so you could get your life into a whole lot of mess from defending yourself against them a lot of times. Yeah, age is nothing but a number. It's not always people your age. Sometimes it be the older people, you know, jealous of the youth and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just want to talk about it. It's all a scam. This is an illusion. It's the end game, and I'm glad because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. I mean, it's all been lies. It's all been a scam. The whole school thing to make us into slaves, the lies in the history books, the damn upside down shit, flipping shit, all these testing stuff they've been doing to us with the ICA and the IBF and the Epstein crew and all of them. I mean, they're just to see if we would taste good in a damn adrenochrome drink. I mean, the fuck? Or either they eating people or they draining your energy by making you fear the end of the world. You know, every so often the empire falls. It's been over 250 years, and these motherfuckers ain't did a good job with this shit anyway. Which you thinking they running it, but they really puppets. The people that you see, like these presidents and all these different people. Hey, Ash, is that Ash? What is that? Ashler Sinai 1570. How you doing? Greetings, welcome. Yeah, the all these people that you see that's supposed to be in charge are really puppets. The real black hand, the real hidden hand is the people that you wouldn't think. Those are the real powerful people that's like got trillions and trillions and gazillions and gazillions and gold. It's not the president. It's not Satan Yahoo. It's not those Rothschilds that you see. It's not the people the Kraft family that you see. It's the people that's hidden behind. They be at the store with us sometimes probably, and we don't even know. Like I was doing my walking in the woods, my trails, and I was in the woods with this man. He claimed he was a billionaire. He probably was, but you wouldn't have never known it. I'm like, that's probably one of the hidden. He was trying to explain. I'm like, what the fuck is he explaining something to me for? What is he explaining something to me for? Like, why does he want my? Who am I to him? He was like, I just want to tell you. I'm like, is this? And I would every time I would look up in the woods, Cause I was going doing my little trip, getting to myself and stuff. I be getting off grid and exploring, but you better believe I am protected, honey. I'm protected by my ancestors that love me unconditionally, and I'm also protected by in the physical. Okay, I don't play. I know how to protect my fuck. If you get me, you gonna know I fucking been there, and you really gonna know it. You gonna know it. You gonna remember. You probably won't ever forget it, even if you get me. You gonna know I've been there. But yeah, I had a stalker, and I stalked my stalker. Shit, I was like, you got me freaked up. You think you can go and stalk me? Talking about, I see you right now, right back. I said, okay. And I put that ping on that ass, and then I said, bitch, I see you too. Okay. Just like you see me, I see where you just went to get some coffee. The fuck? Got me mixed up. But anyway, he was in the woods. Every time I be in the woods, he be in the woods with his dog or whatever. He remind me of that guy that said he won't kiss another woman in Hollywood, and that he don't believe in the stuff Hollywood be doing with making them men wear dresses and stuff. And they blackball him. He don't believe in that gay stuff. Like, they not saying that he don't like gay people or he's not homophobic, but in Hollywood, it's alleged that they make the men humiliate them by making them do things that's against, like, they don't want nobody that's into that. They want somebody that's straight, that they, or a child that they can take the end. What it is, it's about torturing somebody so they can actually shatter them, so that the disembodied can take them over and stuff like that. That's why you hear about the Epstein Island, how they what, like, those people that was involved in those rapes of the children and the underage girls and stuff. They were people being tortured because they got the torture. You can't just say, oh, I want to make love and treat you good. They have to torture these people because they need them to be at a state of being shattered, and they need them to be at a certain state of mind so that they can get possessed and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what that's about. The Split, like that movie, The Split. You see how when that movie and Mr. Glass and The Split and all that, how when that man was tortured by his mom, that's how he could shift over into that other personality because of the torture and stuff. See, it all goes hand in hand. And they doing rituals, and these are people that's like, they believe in this entity, and they believe that they gotta give these certain, like, they gotta do everything bad and sinful against the right stuff. They gotta do the opposite to bring down their Messiah and to appease their Messiah. And it's not necessarily what we think is Satanism or Luciferian, because I've learned the thing about the Satanists, not the new shit that they doing. Yeah, the new ones is into, and some of the old, but the ones that's really supposed to be Satanists, they are against religion, and they're atheists. They're not necessarily bad people. They are connected. They're into nature and what's organic to the earth. They're not into outside source. They're into going within and being what is it, having their own voice and their own way of living, and not abiding by no kind of religious authority and nobody oppressing them. And the Luciferians is supposed to be about the illumination of mankind. So it's not what we think. Now, you got some of them that take that title. Like, they'll say they're a Luciferian. They add a little flair to it. They'll say they're a Satanist. They'll say they're a Christian, a Zionist, and da-da-da-da-da, and a Muslim. These motherfuckers is just using those titles, but they evil. They the fucking disembodied, using a body right now. All they doing is using that religion or that title for a front, but they been eating children, raping children, doing they weird shit. They one of them disembodied OGs that when we come here, they already done went under the ground or whatever they going, they bunkers to survive the reset. Because when the reset happens, it's a lot of flooding. It's a lot of flooding going on. It's a lot of disasters. The reset that happened back in the 1800s, that's where the mud flood and the Cabbage Patch Babies and all that come from, which they're shutting down now because this cycle has ended. A cycle always ends. An empire always, and it's been greater civilizations than this. Then it's failed. So how in the hell they think, and it lasted longer than this? This one that great. These people just stole everything that the other people, the indigenous people, left. They stole it and lied and said it was theirs. That's all they did. and put people under a spell. They use these people stuff, spiritual practices to put them under a spell to make them forget who they were. So how in the hell they gonna last a long time by being an imposter, a conquistador, cosplaying as somebody that they're not? A lot of these people that you think, these people that you think is these families and stuff, they just been contracted in, their puppets. They're not really the real family in that bloodline. If they is, it's because the bloodline wanted to use them as a front, and they going back there hiding. Because a lot of these people that's running all these countries and stuff like that, and that's down with the U.S., they betrayed the original indigenous people and stole their birthright. Like in the Bible, when they talking about Esau, Jacob, and all, stole their birthright, stole their identity, stole their land, got their gold, and they making money off the indigenous people of the Americas right now, because that's how other people can come into this country and live good, because they living off the backs of the black people that was already originally here when they fucking came to colonize this place. So yeah, that's how they can live off of the backs of these people and keep them oppressed. If they oppressing them, they oppressing in America. If they oppressing certain groups, they having a good day. Somebody getting paid. If they oppressing certain, they gotta always have a bad guy. It's you gotta save the Americans because they're gonna come in all this lying and scheming, and they lining their pockets the whole damn time. Always messing with other people, going in there talking about, we gotta go and make their regime better, and then when they leave, this shit worse. And they done split the money from the oil, putting it in their private bank accounts and all this and that. That's all that war is about. They make money off of war. It's always somebody threatening. What I don't understand is how in the hell can you worry about what weapons I got in my country, but we can't go over there to Is It Real and see what the hell you got? Don't nobody know if you got a Dolphin nuclear weapons and the damn all these new bombs and stuff that y'all done been creating since the 1960s. But you worried about what everybody else got, but can't nobody check you. How can nobody check to see what weapons you got over there? Is it real? But you can fuck with it. Y'all can fuck with everybody else. Go in there and lie on them and say they got all these weapons of mass destruction and blow up the buildings and get the insurance money from the buildings and put it off on the damn, which they ain't shit either. They not shit, a lot of them. They full of it, because I see how they treat their women and stuff in their country. So they all working together with this evil place, and they all need to fall. The Babylon must come working with the wrong people. I mean, just they got slaves over there. If you look at the damn piece of candy, they gonna cut your fingers off. Selling people for $100 or under $100. So I'm glad to see this shit being shut down. I'm glad. I'm tired of it anyway. I'm glad that a reset is happening. Leviathan, wake up. Leviathan, wake up. The ancient ancestors are waking up. The ancient dragons are waking. Everything is coming online. That's right. Everything is coming online. Show is. And they can have it. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of what I see coming for this lower vibrational shit. That's why I'm going to keep right on letting go and releasing this stuff and going within. I don't want no parts of no transhumanism. I don't want to be no human and no machine with no neural link in me. I don't want no parts of that shit. I don't want to be in no smart city. None of that. I don't want no parts of that, okay? None of that. Okay, they can have it. So, like I said, keep on working on yourself. If you are, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, I mean, I didn't do that to nobody from my understanding. I didn't create no Frankensteins from my understanding. Now, I'm not saying that some of my relatives or ancestors wasn't involved in that, some of them evil ones or whatever. But to my knowledge, I didn't do it. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. I think we got some clones. I think I got some clones even in my families and stuff, because it seems like people ain't the same people that they used to be. But at the same time, I used to want to save the world and save everybody. I even have a situation where I know this person is being, abused and stuff like that, and they like older than me, and I'm like, damn, they too old for this. And I was trying to tell them what they, how, and it be people, men be going through it too. It ain't just we see it more openly with the men abusing the women, but it's women that abuse men too, and they don't even talk about it. Some of them deal with it, some of them don't. They handle it quietly with pride, but we think that when we with somebody, why is it that when we get with somebody or marry them or even living with them or in a relationship, we think we own people? Like people, I mean, it's crazy. Like marriage is a scam. It's not even regular people get married for all this romantic stuff, but people at the top, those fucking OG disembodied creatures, they not getting married for, they marrying for shit like empire, power, wealth building, and bloodline shit. I'm in love with him and I'm gonna run off. That's not what that shit is for, but that's what they want us to think it is. All this fairy tale, romantic shit. You fall in love and everything gonna work out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love is the key. But that marriage shit, according to them, the way they got it, it's cursed. You don't even supposed to be walking down no aisle to the groom. The groom's supposed to walk to you. That's how it's done with the temples. The temples, when you doing a temple type of ritual, like Bobby Hemming was saying, that's cursed for the man, for the woman to be walking. When you walking down that aisle, that means you walking up your own fallopian tube where you deliver it. That's like walking up the tube that connect to the womb. You know what's supposed to be what? Honey, if I ever got married again, it would not be according to this tradition, this patriarchal tradition. No, that shit is cursed. It's rigged. It's set up for failure. I would be doing my own thing where I'm doing it a different way. It would be in nature. And we ain't going to no courthouse. We walking, I'm standing up there to the altar. He walking down the aisle. And we going to jump the broom or something. And in nature or jump in the salt water. Shit. Fuck. It won't be this shit. No. Yeah. Well, this has been My Sun Goddess. I just want everyone to know that I'm just not up here talking about doomsday and what's going to happen and it's the end. No, it's not the end. It's the end of this shit. It's the end of this bullshit. You be glad it says when you see Babylon falling and all the people that conspire with them motherfuckers to oppress you and steal your shit and to keep you spiritually bound, you know your redemption draw nigh. And it say look up, yeah, but look down too. Look to the water, the hill from which cometh your help. Your help coming from Big Mama, righteous Father Spirit, the Son, the daughter, and the ancestors. Your ancient indigenous ancestors that love you unconditionally are fighting for you right now in the spiritual realm. Even your people that has passed over. It's nothing wrong with connecting with your ancestors that have loved you when they was here. You can still talk to them because they never die. If they real humans and they got a soul spark, they just change forms. Energy never dies. And I'm talking to somebody right now. You might got a lot of us done lost people that we love by now. Cause I mean, I think more people passed away during that jab, the snake venom shit. I think a lot of people passed away than we think. And I know I lost a lot of loved ones that I really, really was like, that was really good people. Like people that, like, it seemed like that the demons done still here. The evil ones still here. The ones that I really loved that was good, pure-hearted people, a lot of them done passed on, honey. It's they got the bots. They done left the bot. I'm like, what is the point of you even being here? You wasting space, really? Like you older than me and your ass is a crash dummy. Like your mind, you don't move. Like these people, they not even aware of their what they do. They just wasting space. All the good ones, a lot of the good ones done gone. They done gone on. And they helping us though. It's a reason we needed them for this time now because they done cross over and when we venerate them and stuff, not worshiping them, but when we connect with our ancestors that have passed on, they are ancestors now, our loved ones that have passed on, they are giving us messages and stuff from the other side and this and that and the third. So, I love to hear these children playing. So that's not a bad. It hurts because you don't see them no more in this little lower 3D realm. But you know that energy never dies. It's just transformed. Energy never dies. They might not be in this realm as far as the state we knew them in these avatars, because this is an avatar technology. But we are spirit. We have a soul. We more than just this body. We can still connect with them. We can still connect with them, through meditation and stuff like that. They'll come in your dreams and stuff, different things. So even if you see some in nature, a lot of times it be your aunts, your loved ones that passed on that's giving you a message and stuff. Energy never dies. Energy never dies. So what we can do, like I said, it's not the end. It's the beginning. When you see Babylon falling, when you see those people that's done conspired and oppressed the real original ones and stuff like that, and you see they fighting each other like this right here, honey, and they messing with a country, they messing with a country that's been existing way longer than they little corporation. They messing with them. Do you know them people? They just don't know. They shouldn't even mess with them people. Them people done been through some suffering. They always mourning the Hassan Al bin Muhammad or somebody that it's called the shy Muslims. Those people they been preparing for this. And the reason why they be saying death to this country, the reason why they be saying it, because you know how many sanctions they done put on them? You know how many times they done held their money up in embargo and stuff? Even Cuba, how Cuba has been sanctioned and Iran has been sanctioned. Then they sent Saddam Hussein in there to fuck with them, and they done stole their stuff. I mean, they do a lot, but when you say something about come getting them, it's oh my God, they're terrorists. They're messing with us, and will you help us? Like they're after us. There's a bunch of fucking. You can tell who they. You can tell these are Karen children. A bunch of Karens, always throwing rocks and hiding hands. They fuck with people, but can't nobody. You can't. Oh, you can't say nothing against us. We are the chosen people. They can do whatever they can go. Oh, I can sleep good at night from bombing these babies over there and the. Oh, as long as I kill and this is the name of my God, they can do all this stuff and horror stuff and say all this horrible shit. But you better not dare say nothing against them. You better not dare say nothing against. Oh my God, you better not say nothing against. I dare you say something against them. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here and go sit down. You a clown. You are a clown. You are a clown. Really. It's time. Yeah. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to just. It's time for you not to exist no more. Yeah, it is. It's time for you to be gone. For good. For good. Yeah, so know that your redemption draw at night, this shit is over. It's the end game. It's the reset. We don't die, we multiply. They can't kill us. They can't kill the humans, the original man. And I'm not even just talking about no skin color, because I know people that their mother is indigenous and they look real fair. So you can't even tell all the time with that. Can't tell. I can't tell you. Well, that person. It's people that's dark and they ain't clones. Them motherfuckers gonna be right here. Them motherfuckers done sold out anyway. They even whatever they is. So you can't always look at skin colors, because it's gonna be some people that's dark brown, dark, and they asses is going right with the damn people eating people. They're gonna be right with them because they don't. They are them. It don't matter. They look like they always have. Matter of fact, a lot of the people that were running all this evil stuff was dark people, and that taught these motherfuckers how to do this stuff. So they just the puppets, the hidden hand, the black nobility, the people that's. Y'all gonna be surprised, surprised, surprised. You can't go by skin color. You can't always go by skin color, let me tell you. That was a trick. Cause at the top, they know they all family. And some of them be dark, some of them be light, some of them be blue, some of them be green. Some of them look like other forms of stuff. They fool us at this level to make us think it's about skin color. Those people are all together in all different colors. So at the top, well, the top of the bullshit, they don't fail because they really at the bottom. Because the first gonna be last and the last gonna be first. So you can what you can do to save yourself. It's good to be prepared. It's good to have your solar panel this and your solar panel that and your prep bag ready and your weaponry ready and your food supply stocked up and your gas of propane where you can cook off the grid and your safety equipment so when the storms and stuff come, you won't be without electricity. And you got your boats and your submarines and stuff for the flooding and all that. That's great. That's great to have all that prep. You done prep. You got your ways to survive the storm and the resets and stuff like that, where you can last as long as you possibly can. Right? That's great that you have prep. But have you prepped your soul? Have you did the work on the inside? Have you stocked up your chakras? Have you stored up, enough unconditional love? Have you been working on, putting that healing energy within you? And have you been talking to your childhood, yourself as a child, and healing that part of you that you got hurt when you got hurt or whatever happened to you? Have you been doing the prepping for your soul? Have you been doing the prepping for your heart? Have you been healing your trauma? Because you know what? If you're not working on the inside, then all that other stuff, I'm telling you, it's really gonna be that material, that 3D material realm stuff is cool. But honey, what really matters is going within, doing the spiritual work, doing the spiritual warfare and working on yourself. Yeah, that's what really counts. Getting to know yourself, learning how to read it's not written in stone with your horoscope, but learning your sidereal chart. That's the spiritual chart and the tropical chart. And they added, they mess with the calendars. They not real. We not in the real time we think we in. We not even the age that we think we are. You know what I'm saying? Like they done flipped everything around. We not even in the year that they telling us it is. It's no telling what this year is because they add to and take away and play with the daylight saving time and changing the time up. So we don't really know how old we are. We don't know how long we've been in this illusion. We could have just been in this illusion a few minutes and we thinking that we've been here for a long time and we might not even been in this illusion very long, You know what I'm saying? So we just have to keep going within and connecting with our higher self. So this has been my son Goddess. Y'all have a wonderful free day, Friday, a love day, the Venus day. And they say Venus is Lucifer. So you have a wonderful Venus day. That heart chakra is good to keep working on that because healing that, learning more compassion, unconditional. You're going to be tested too. I've been learning that the more that I tap into these energies, I have to walk it like I talk it. I have to practice what I preach. And that's good. Because it's not an easy test. And I passed some tests, but some of these tests aren't easy to pass. And our bodies are feeling this shift too. With the frequencies they hitting us with. And our body is trying to get more plasmic and light and crystalline. Light as a feather. So you're going to feel the aches and pains. But, like I said, the massaging helps. The soaks and stuff like that. The body, soaking your body, the foot soaks. The spiritual baths with the sea salt helps too. Grounding helps and stuff. And meditation. And even the humming and chanting and stuff like that, that helps you to open up and balance out your chakras and different things, and the qigong and the walk, even the walking by. If you can't get to a ocean or something like that, walking by a moving body, a stream or a body of water and stuff like that, even the baths and whatnot. So these things help, and the breathing. Please don't let me forget about the breathing. When you're not getting enough oxygen in your blood, when you're not getting enough oxygen through your blood, that's going to cause you a lot of uncomfortable aches and pains when you're not getting enough oxygen saturated through your blood. And the breathing, I really think the breathing exercises helps with that. By breathing in and putting your tongue at the top of the soft part of your mouth, holding your breath for a few seconds and breathing out. I really think that helps you oxygenate the blood flow, so your brain can get enough oxygen. That's the key. The brain getting enough. That brain is a big deal. It really is. So, um, this has been Monster and Goddess 77. This has been Monster and Goddess. I'm getting out of here. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Um, like I said, go within. Don't let this stuff get to you. Have you speaking crazy stuff. Have you in a fear mongering mindset, and have you nervous and having all that anxiety and whatnot. Don't let it get to you like that. Cause this is good. It's the end game. It ain't the ending for us. It's the ending for the bullshit though. It's the end. So support Maya's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. Like, subscribe, and share and comment.